does great sales execution look like in an organization? Most organizations don't define that very well. Bigger companies tend to do this better. Smaller companies often struggle here. Growth happens a little bit like this. They'll hire a salesperson, that salesperson will do well, so they'll hire another salesperson, that salesperson will kind of do well. And then like very quickly you can end up in a situation where you have sort of like a bunch of mercenaries who are all kind of running their own playbooks and nothing is cohesive. And that then gets really hard to scale. It kind of works when you have a team of like 5. It stops working when you have a team of 10, 20, 30, because it just doesn't, it stops being cohesive at that point. Every great sales team needs to be able to work in tandem with other parts of the business. And one of the key areas where this breaks down is sales to customer success. Use an example here of a Series B company that we've been working with, and prior to us working with them, they run a pilot motion. Although the sales team thought they were doing a really good job, and they were generating a lot of business, because of how they were working with the customer success team, conversions were terrible, and as a result, often the salespeople's commissions were being clawed back because the pilots weren't even converting. So I think like that's an example of like where it breaks down. When it breaks down, it has real dollar consequences. But equally, the flip side of that is salespeople are on the front lines every single day, hearing and asking questions around like, where are the gaps in the product? Like, what are the things that we don't have that we need to be more competitive to win more? There's incredible rich data in every sales conversation that's had across an organization. And making sure that that actually translates into good product decisions is really crucial. And with this new technology that's come along, AI, it's meant that some of these things are much more solvable than they ever have been. We're seeing isolated experimentation, but none of it's working cohesively together. And that's why we built Grow, because we wanted it to be easy for a sales leader to bring Taylor, our AI teammate, into their team, and for things to compound day in and day out. And that's what Taylor does.